Welcome to Mo Health Media. My name is Guy Danhoff. We want to thank you guys for joining in on another episode. Today, we are actually joined by two people I think that most of you guys probably know, and that is the dynamic duo of SpakerSpot. That's going to be Kristie Spiers as well as Megan Baker. I want to thank both you guys for being on the show this week. As we know in your world, there's always a lot going on. Kristie, we know that you teach elementary at the Belton School Districts, and Megan, you got that middle school at the Belton School Districts. And I got to ask you guys, what's it been like since coming back to school?
I think it's been great. I think I'm just excited that I get to be back with my students and continue to build those relationships. So.
And Megan?
Yeah, I mean, same thing. It's just flying by, and I've just been so impressed about how everyone, including the students, have been handling everything. It's really been much more smooth process than I anticipated. So it's been a really positive thing so far.
Well, I would ask you guys the question if you guys have been prepared, but considering your history, you guys have been basically training the trainers, especially as we started moving into the fall semester. So with that, in case there's some people viewing right now that's never heard of you guys, which would be hard to believe, but in case they haven't, let's take them back through a quick journey. Basically, you guys made your first appearance on Missouri Healthy Schools as part of Stuck at Home Recess, taking over for Sean Nevels, who appointed you guys. Actually, as he had to shift some roles, he brought you guys in, and your first episode debuted on April 28th, obviously during the Stuck at Home order. And then as we were leading into the summer part, you guys started Spaker Summer Camp. And I have to let everyone know, at that time, the CDC and Missouri Healthy Schools got some more funding, that now your programming is being funded by the CDC as well as being endorsed by the governor's office himself. That's pretty cool. Then you guys made a big time pivot. And this is when all the reentry guidelines came out, and all the back to school and reentry. Then you guys came out with Spaker tips, and you guys did a wonderful job certainly showing us all the different ways that we can mask up, be safe, and certainly doing everything we can to protect the students. Your most recent venture has been the 5 episodes of Brick the Click, which I got to hand it to you guys. I think that's one of the most clever things you could have done. And now today we are at Flip the Fit. So Kristie, we'll start with you. What in the world is your new 4-part episode series going to be about?
Flipping the fitness mindset, of course.
Okay.
I think a lot of us teachers are really kind of getting to a point where they're getting curious about what fitness testing is going to look like, what resources are out there for, doing fitness testing in the classroom or at home or virtually. So this is a way for us to show different activities, tips, fitness resources, and yeah, so we're pretty excited.
And Megan, anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, just to go along with Kristie, I mean, I'm in person and virtual, so balancing the both is definitely the biggest challenge of doing the same thing in 2 different ways. So just giving people the resource of how to do the same thing and flipping it for students, being able to self-assess and bring that in and still be able to assess as a teacher. So kind of giving them the power and the resources to do that is kind of what we're aiming for.
Well, I know with you two, you're always bringing the zag, no pun intended, but I just got to tell everyone that, again, we're looking forward to this new series. I do want everyone to know, though, did you ever think, going back to now April, when you guys were still just starting out, kind of doing your YouTube videos, did you ever think when Laura Beckman and Sean Nevels approached you about doing content on a weekly basis? Of course, for many weeks it was live. Now, of course, you guys are pre-recording things because of obviously, COVID-19 being back at school. So kind of tell us what this journey's been like for you guys, and seeing that almost every time you guys go live, you get somewhere between 800 to about 1,300 viewers. Obviously, the HP community loves your stuff, and I'm just wondering if you would like to react to that.
It's been rewarding. I think I'm just been thankful. Shout out to Sean, for giving us this opportunity to do this stuck at home recess and leading to this. I don't think I even thought it would happen like this, but I've been really grateful and thankful for just having this opportunity to show the people the fun PE stuff, and it's great.
Yeah,
I love it. It's what I do every day. So here you go.
absolutely. And Megan, how about you?
Yeah. I mean, after being in the profession for 10 plus years, you obviously start with a passion, but being able to do this has been so inspirational on what we do, and just like Kristie said, rewarding, and it just fuels the passion that we have to go above and beyond, and now to reach other professionals and not just our students has been just a really fun ride. It's been a great group to work with. I'm so excited to see everybody every time we get together, and it's just an incredible group of professionals to work with as well.
Yeah, I gotta let you guys know, and I said this to Laura Beckman, who is our director of Missouri Healthy Schools. You guys have more content produced than any other programming we've done, or even MoShape has done during COVID, starting back, if you look at starting in March. The thing I want everyone to know is, Kristie, back in 2016, you were Shape America's Major of the Year, as you were a member of MoShape. And Megan, I think this is really cool. You were actually the president of the Future Professionals for MoShape back in 2007, where also was the Major of the Year. And I got to ask you guys this question, because you guys have been part of the fabric of MoShape. What's it been like then when you guys had this opportunity to serve once COVID hit? In other words, what's been your guys' why in wanting to do this when you guys saw the opportunity when we had the stuck at home order? And we'll start with you, Megan.
I think it just speaks more to what MoShape has done and what they continue to do for future professionals, to be able to just go with that, and for us to be still in that profession and still have that passion and drive to do the same thing. I just think it speaks highly of what our state does, yeah, and the motivation that it provides and the resources and reach out to all the professionals. I just think it really speaks highly that, Kristie and I didn't know each other until we kind of, forces came together. So I think it really just speaks to what our state is doing for its members and its professionals.
Yeah. And Kristie?
I agree. I mean, I talk about all the time that the PE world is literally a world of its own. Like, we're kind of like our own planet. Like, the collaborating, the networking, resources, everything that gets put out from any PE teacher, and including like around our state, there's so many professionals in our state that share so many things. And I think it really truly brings us together and shows that we are one big family. And anything that Baker does, we just continue to just collaborate. And I don't think I would have ever imagined 5 years ago into the Belton School District that something like this would even happen, or getting Major of the Year and then going into being a professional of its own. It's been a great ride, and I'm so excited to see where the next 5 years takes me.
Absolutely. And guys, what I think is so amazing is that each and every week you guys continue to bring the zag. You guys are continually looking to innovate. You guys are using the things that you guys are using in your classroom. We know that you guys love your students so much. And, from being part of that planning team and working with you guys ever since April, I got to tell you, you guys are literally the real deal. The thing that surprises me the most is I can't believe you guys didn't know each other beforehand, because when we see you guys as SpakerSpot, you guys look like you guys could have been college roommates for like a whole 4 years or 5 years. And you get to find out that you guys are like almost a decade apart, and you guys have such a great chemistry between you two. It is so much fun how much fun you guys have. So, and I'm saying that on behalf of a lot of people, because a lot of people ask me those types of questions about you two, which I just found really cool. So with that, guys, kind of the parting shot, as we get set to go into the, get set into the winter, what do you think that excites you most about, getting through? Now we're about halfway through the first semester, right? Now we're coming to the second half of that. What excites you most is we're, going to get a full semester under our belt.
Hallelujah.
We made a celebration. I think it always just goes back to the pivot and how are we going to pivot next and where are we going to go? And now that we have a semester under our belt, what's the next pivot? And we'll just go from there. I mean, that's what we're constantly being flexible and ready for, is that next pivot.
Yeah. And Kristie, how about you?
Staying ready, staying motivated, I think is really important. I mean, we started school in August, so we've been going for quite some time, and it already feels like, holy cow, we've been in school since August and we've made it this far. So I'm so excited to keep going and just to continue to be with my students.
Absolutely. And then also, you guys know, in terms of MoShape, the virtual convention's coming up, so that's going to be a lot of fun. It's hard to believe that has finally come together, as that whole process has just been really, honestly, just a big whirlwind. So we just want to thank you guys so much for all that you guys have been doing for our state. You guys know the Missouri PTA, Shape America, even the National PTA, they are big supporters of what you guys do each and every week. And I know you guys will be wrapping up this fall series on the new Flip the Fit. Flip the Fit. Try to say that 3 times fast. Not so easy to do. So with that, if anyone would like to see past episodes, you can literally just go to Mo Healthy Schools YouTube channel and just type in SpakerSpot, and you'll see a whole host of all the videos that they've put out, especially since the summer. So with that, guys, I want to thank you guys for taking the time today. We're looking forward. Kristie, what time are you guys airing your broadcast on Wednesday?
Wednesday at 4.
At 4. All right, so we're definitely going to tune in and looking forward to the new series. And for Kristie Spiers and Megan Baker, I'm Guy Danhoff. We want to thank you guys for watching this edition of Mo Health Media. Thank you.